Hey everyone, welcome back to Miss Anime's Studio Ghibli film reviews, and a huge thank you for staying tuned. Today we're embarking on a journey into the enchanting world of Kiki's Delivery Service, one of Studio Ghibli's most beloved classics. This timeless tale follows a young witch named Kiki as she navigates the challenges of independence in a new city with her trusted cat Gigi by her side. Whether you're revisiting this gem or discovering it for the first time, I'm excited to dive deep into the magic, charm, and heartwarming moments that make this film truly special. Let's jump right into Kiki's Delivery Service, the charm of everyday magic. Before we dive in, just a quick heads up. This review will contain spoilers for Kiki's Delivery Service. If you haven't seen the film yet, I highly recommend watching it first and then coming back to join the discussion. Now, let's explore the magic of Kiki's world. Kiki's Delivery Service is a Japanese animated fantasy film from 1989 crafted by the legendary Hayao Miyazaki. Adapted from Eiko Kadono's 1985 novel, the film was produced and directed by Miyazaki himself. It was brought to life by Studio Ghibli for Tokuma Shoten, Yamato Transport, and Nippon Television Network. The film features the voice talents of Minami Takayama, Rei Sakuma, and Kabe Yamaguchi, telling the story of Kiki, a young witch who relocates to the seaside city of Koriko with her cat Gigi, where she starts a flying delivery service. In 1987, Group Fudosha approached Kadono's publishers to secure the rights for a film adaptation, hoping it would be directed by either Hayao Miyazaki or Isao Takahata, but the project got underway around the same time as My Neighbor Totoro in 1988. Miyazaki initially joined as a producer but eventually took over the directing role from Sunao Katabuchi as his involvement deepened. The original novel, set in a fictional Northern European country, inspired Miyazaki and his team to visit places like Visby, Sweden, to gather ideas for the film's backdrop. Miyazaki also expanded the story, incorporating additional scenes to highlight the themes of independence and the challenges of growing up. He has stated that the film explores the tension between self-reliance and dependency, particularly among teenage girls in Japan. Kiki, a young witch, embarks on her journey of independence, a rite of passage for all witches accompanied by her talking black cat, Gigi. Despite her mother's insistence to use her old reliable broomstick, Kiki eagerly sets off into the night, searching for a town to call her own. Along the way, she meets another witch and her cat, who come across as pretentious, making Kiki question what her own special skill might be. Eventually, Kiki arrives in the bustling town of Koriko, where she inadvertently causes a commotion by flying through traffic. A policeman approaches her, but a boy named Tombo intervenes, helping her escape. As Kiki looks for a place to live and work in her new town, she stumbles upon a bakery owned by the kind Osono and her husband Fukuo, who are expecting a baby. Osono offers Kiki a room above the bakery, and Kiki soon starts her own business delivering goods by broomstick, aptly named Witch Delivery Service. Her first job involves delivering a small stuffed toy resembling Gigi. However, during the delivery, Kiki gets caught in a strong wind, loses the toy, and finds herself in a forest full of crows that attack her. To solve the problem, Gigi pretends to be the stuffed toy while Kiki retrieves the real one, which she discovers in the home of a young artist named Ursula. After Ursula repairs the toy, Kiki successfully swaps Gigi and the real stuffed cat thanks to a helpful dog. The following day, Tombo invites Kiki to visit his aviation club, but she becomes busy with her deliveries. After getting caught in a thunderstorm, Kiki decides to skip the invitation. She falls ill and Osono takes care of her until she recovers. To cheer her up, Osono arranges for Kiki to make a delivery to Tombo. Kiki apologizes for missing the event and Tombo takes her for a test ride on his flying machine, which is based on a bicycle. Although Kiki starts warming up to Tombo, she feels out of place around his friends. Kiki soon becomes depressed and realizes she can no longer understand Gigi. Additionally, she loses her ability to fly, forcing her to halt her delivery service. Concerned, Ursula visits Kiki and invites her to spend time at her home. During their time together, Ursula suggests that Kiki's struggles are similar to an artist's block and advises her to find a new purpose to regain her powers. While at a former customer's house, Kiki witnesses an airshop accident on television. Tombo was seen trying to secure the dirigible, but a sudden gust of wind lifts the aircraft into the air, with Tombo clinging to a rope. Kiki rushes to the scene and borrows a broom from a nearby shop owner. She regains her flying ability just in time to rescue Tombo. With her confidence restored, Kiki resumes her delivery service and writes a letter home, sharing that both she and Gigi are content in their new life. As with many of Hayao Miyazaki's films, the soundtrack for this movie was composed by Joe Hisaishi. Tokuma Shoten released the film's Image album on compact disc 3 months before its theatrical premiere. Additionally, a vocal album followed in November 1992. In the 1997 Disney English dub, most of the original soundtrack was kept with the exception of the opening and closing themes Message of the Rogue and Wrapped in Kindness. These were replaced by 2 new songs performed by Sydney Taylor, Soaring and I'm Gonna Fly. However, these songs were moved in the 2010 DVD re-release of Kiki's Delivery Service. For the dub, Paul Chihara also contributed music, adding new compositions to the scenes, were originally silent in the Japanese version. Just like in my previous videos, I am unable to include the soundtrack in this video due to copyright restrictions. Feel free to check out their official channel on platforms such as Spotify or YouTube if you want to listen to the incredible music featured in this movie. There's so much more to Kiki's Delivery Service than meets the eye. In this part, we'll be exploring some fascinating trivia that you may not know about this enchanting film. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the story, get ready for a fun look behind the scenes of Kiki's journey. Number 1. Gigi's personality was altered in the Disney dub. In the original Japanese version, Gigi, Kiki's black cat, has a more subtle and reserved personality. However, in the Disney English dub, Gigi's character is more humorous and talkative thanks to the voice acting by comedian Phil Hartman. Number 2. A different ending for Gigi. In the Japanese version, Kiki's relationship with Gigi changes as she matures, symbolizing her growth. By the end of the movie, Kiki can no longer understand Gigi's speech. However, in the Disney dub, Gigi is heard talking again at the end, implying that nothing has changed in their bond. Number 3. Ursula's character is based on Miyazaki's protege. The character of Ursula, the young artist Kiki befriends, is believed to be inspired by Katsuya Kondo, an animator who worked with Miyazaki on many Studio Ghibli projects. Ursula represents the idea of an artist struggling with her own creative blocks. Number 4. Nostalgic technology. The city of Koriko, where Kiki settles, is set in an alternate 1950s Europe. The blend of vintage cars, bicycles, and old-fashioned radios reflects the nostalgic time period where modern technology hadn't yet taken over. Number 5. Kiki's voice actress was a pop star. Kiki's original Japanese voice actress Minami Takayama was not only a popular voice actress, but also part of the J-pop duo 2mix. Her partner in the group was her husband, composer Shina Nagano. And that wraps up our journey with Kiki and Gigi. There's something truly magical about this film. It beautifully captures the essence of growing up, finding your place in the world, and learning to trust yourself. It's a story that no matter how many times you watch it, leaves you a warm and inspiring feeling. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you never miss any of my future videos. And hey, if you know any fellow Ghibli fans, be sure to share this with them. They'll appreciate the nostalgia. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay wicked!